I got to thinking back. I was like, you know what? The Bubba Wallace situation, man, you know what? Let's readdress it because some new information that came out since we had past recorded. But then today, some more information came out. Some information that isn't a surprise to me, honestly, because I was just thinking about everything that I said the other day when we talked about how, man, this is jacked up that you're still getting racist, actually still getting hatred and things like that. Obviously, it was a noose found in there. And people were like, well, no. Remember, this can't be a noose. It's a pull rope. A pull rope. That's what they were saying, right? A pull rope. And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, I said, man, okay. Richard Petty, right? That's the team. I said, man, Richard Petty drove for years, decades. Then he's been in the business for decades. I think about his team, the workers there, decades. I think about the other people that's been working there. I said, man, you mean to tell me all of them confusing a pull rope with a noose? Like, this is unheard of. Like, borderline, like just scary if they can't tell the difference, right? And then obviously, you know, the national media got a hold of it and they said, well, no, the FBI investigated and they said it wasn't a hate crime, even though they were still referring to it as a noose. They still were like, oh, no, it's not a hate crime. So we had posted our video. Like I said, we had obviously recorded before some of that information came out. So I go through and I look at the comments. I just look, you know, I like to look at the comments every once in a while. Shout out to all the people that do make comments. So we go check it out. You know what I mean? And some of the comments that we got, man, well, it was not true. The FBI did investigate and it was there since October 2019. That's 89ers. All right, shout out. Then let's see the next one. But it was just a rope in the garage. Jesse Smollett too. That's Steely Mike. Okay, shout out. All right, then we had fact check, please. Ton of question marks. That was Michael. #90. Okay, all right, okay. Shout out to X Concepts 1 though. He said before bashing my man 55, give him a chance, you know what I mean, to go back and get some more information because obviously I recorded before, but that's neither here nor there. So shout out to you. Oh, here's one. This one was for you too, Deke. Sad to see Arthur Moats and Deke are obviously addicted to and brainwashed by social media and fake news. That was Terry Dactyl. Oh, sorry, shout out Terry Dactyl. I like the name actually. Okay. Then we had one. Shouldn't talk if you're not up on what really happened and what the results were. That's JG Blues. Okay. Oh, here we go. This one for both of us too. Race baiting clowns. Race baiting clowns are never going to look good. That's Orange Car Bad. Okay, fair enough. All right. Oh, here we go. Missing the whole truth, buddy. This is Chris 7576. All right. Okay. Interesting. All right. Man, should I keep going?
It's up to you, dude.
We might as well keep that same energy. All right. Let's see. Come on, Moats. Man, all it takes is a little research to see that it was there over a year ago and was initially used to close the garage doors before probably one of his friends cut it. And if you don't believe me, you'll believe the FBI. Huh. Interesting. Now, today, you know, since we weren't up on our facts, allegedly, today, this is what came out. So, first off, there was a picture that was tweeted out by NASCAR. Showing the rope. I sent you the picture. We're actually going to include the picture in this video. So everybody that I just named off, y'all can see it firsthand. Because when I said, you don't confuse a noose with a pull rope, I'm not even into the whole rope business, but I know the difference between a pull rope and a noose. It's tied drastically different. I don't want to hear none of that. So I sent you the picture. What did the picture look like?
It was a noose, dude. Even the far away picture was a noose. You could tell. Yes.
So it was a noose. Okay. And anybody that hasn't checked it, I strongly encourage you to go look at it. Okay. It's a noose, without a doubt. Now, the NASCAR president even went and spoke because NASCAR got a lot of flack too. They was like, oh man, you're trying to, you know, make this a race thing and big up Bubba Wallace and all, and discredited everything that was transpiring. Oh, the Black Lives Matter, I don't want to hear none of that. Oh man, all them dudes out there just trying to push Bubba Wallace to the front, walking with the man. That was all for show, man. It doesn't matter, man. You always want to make it a race thing. Not everything is racist, this and that. Now, mind you, we didn't even talk about this on the podcast, but just a week ago, remember, Bubba Wallace was huge in terms of getting the Confederate flag banned from NASCAR, from all NASCAR events. It was a big deal. National news. People loved it and people hated it. And I said, okay, all right. If you hate the fact that he got the Confederate flag banned from NASCAR, I mean, you know what the Confederate flag stands for. We know what that stands for. We know what they were fighting for. So if you're supporting that, what are you really supporting here? But that's neither here nor there. But the NASCAR president, Steve Phelps, he went and says this today. He says, NASCAR conducted a thorough sweep of all 29 tracks where they race. 29 tracks where they race. Shout out to all 29. I plan on visiting all 29. That's on my new bucket list. Just throwing that out there. But through a sweep of all 29 tracks where they race in 1,684 garage stalls. Let me repeat that number again. 1,684 garage stalls. They found only 11 total ropes that had been tied as a pull down rope, tied in a knot in that fashion, right? Pull down rope fashion. Only 11 out of 1,684. And of that 11, it was just one that was tied in the form of a noose. And we all can know, it's not even a surprise, but we know who stall that was, and that was the one for Bubba Wallace. So for the people that want to say Jesse Smollett, for the people that want to say, oh, this is Bubba Smollett or Jesse Wallace and all this, first off, two totally different situations. And if you don't know the information, you need to read up on the facts, because with Bubba, he wasn't the one that found it. He wasn't the one that reported it. He didn't do anything. He was just the victim of it. But people are quick to always point the finger and say, well, you're not really a victim, man. You lying. You're not really a victim. You're this, you're there. Why do we do that in society? I don't really know. But for me, I'm fed up with it, especially when it comes to stuff like this, where it's involving racism. And for the people that are going to still say, well, the FBI. You realize the FBI, they investigated Jeffrey Epstein too, right? You saw that turned out, right? They've investigated a lot of people. Their track record isn't the best. Let's be real about it, okay? So miss me with all this FBI stuff, miss me with all this police investigation stuff, miss me with all that. When it's racist, we know it's racist. And forgive us for wanting to support Bubba Wallace and support the other NASCAR drivers that decided to back Bubba through this situation, because it is a very jacked up situation. And let's be real. Anybody in NASCAR would tell you firsthand, they don't have the best track record when it comes to minorities. In fact, it's only one minority driving right now, Bubba Wallace, which is why this is such a big deal. So next time, my amazing people, the amazing people that follow us, man, the subscribers and all that stuff, before you come on and want to hop on that comment section and say reckless, outlandish things, make sure you do your research, because you're not going to tell me that there was a mix-up. You're not going to tell me that there was some type of miscommunication, some type of misunderstanding between a noose and a pull rope, when it is clear as day that is a damn noose. And we all know what a noose means. We all know what a noose stands for. We all know the history of the noose. So forgive me for that. I don't have no time for y'all, all right? I don't. It's pissing me off. I'm tired of it, bro. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's 2020, baby. We ain't got time for racism no more. It's over. And if you don't stand, if you're not against racism, bro, then I'm against you. That's how it is. It is what it is, man. So I'm off my soapbox now. You go ahead, talk, bro.
Nah, that's cool, man. I guess one of the things I was thinking is, like, why can't it just, like, the whole situation, all of it be true, I guess, where it is clear as day. It's a noose. And I don't think NASCAR was in the wrong. I don't think Bubba Wallace, how he responded, or how the NASCAR drivers, I don't think any of that was wrong. Like, that would be concerning if you see it like that hanging right there. If you haven't seen it before, like you mentioned, all these other garages. I mean, it was a noose. So NASCAR did their due diligence, and Bubba Wallace, I don't know exactly even what he did, but what I do know
Didn't do anything.
is Bubba Wallace and the NASCAR drivers, they came together and showed support. Like, if that's the initial overreaction to it, what bad is that? What's the harm in that?
Exactly. My thing is this. What, like you said, if that was, I just put it in context like this, right? So obviously we know for a fact it was a noose, but just for entertainment purposes, say it wasn't a noose, say there was this big misunderstanding. You don't think that NASCAR was right for reporting that initially? Imagine if they didn't report it and it was a noose, which it was, and something did happen major where they had messed with this car or anything along those lines, and it got out that NASCAR didn't say anything, that nobody said anything because they didn't want to be wrong, because they were very, very concerned about ruffling the feathers of some of the people that believe that racism doesn't exist in 2020, which, newsflash, it still does. So for me, if NASCAR wouldn't have said anything, I would have been more appalled at them for that. I would much rather they had went with how they did, and they had been completely wrong. Absolutely. I'd rather you be completely wrong. Trust me. We wanted it to be that wasn't the case. When the news came out that, hey, they said, man, the FBI investigation, this and that, it wasn't a news. I was like, okay, this is great. This is good. Why do people want to take a victory as if, oh, man, now we're going to bash him for that because he wasn't really no victim of no hate crime. He was really no victim of a noose being put in. Since when? Why is that a good thing? What, does that make you look good? Does that make you feel witty? Does that make you feel important? No, it makes you like an asshole. That's what it makes you look like. So for me, I have an issue with that. And we do this so much. We do it time and time again. Not just when it comes to racism. We can go down the list of the different things where we will victimize the victim. That's what we do. The victim does this. Oh, the victim says that. Now, let's point at the victim. Matter of fact, you in trouble now. That's what we do so often. Why? Do better. We all got to do better. Because I'm included in this. We all got to do better. I'm just frustrated with it right now, man.
Yeah, because I don't I don't think either side, NASCAR or Bubba, is trying to make this bigger than what it should have. I don't think they're trying to make up stories just to make up stories. And you
How
know
does
what I mean?
that even help them?
No, it doesn't. And I guess the other. So you have the so-called overreactions in both ways, where the overreaction to the initial report is there was some unity. We saw the videos.
Which is beautiful, man. It was beautiful.
I guess the problem is the overreaction on the other side, where there is harm when you're judging someone's character. That, like, there is some harm in that, where you don't know if you were in Bubba's situation, how you would react. I mean, I'd probably be pretty concerned too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, especially when you're talking about NASCAR, you're talking about how fast these guys are going around these curves. Someone mess with a lug here, a nut there, trip this, mess with that. Midway through your car trip out, man, that's life and death. We've seen people die in races before. So I don't think it was an overreaction at all. And when you think about how the other people around him responded,
like I don't know how he's feeling at all in that type of situation. I have no clue. So that's what I mean. It's just not right to judge. I mean, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt no matter what, that he's trying to do the right thing.
Absolutely, man.
Him and NASCAR. So
absolutely.
That's kind of my spin. I'm trying to think if I had anything else. I guess a criticism could be, it's like, wait for the facts and all that stuff to come out. But at the same time, in this instance, there wasn't a person that Bubba or NASCAR was reputation smearing.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It was just like, all right, this situation's happened. Bubba's like, I feel this way. NASCAR feels this way. NASCAR drivers feel this way. And you know what? We're going to get together. Yeah. So this wasn't like a Myles Garrett Mason situation.
That wasn't the situation.
So like there wasn't the whole innocent or guilty till proven innocent type of thing. There wasn't anyone to point to. It was just like, this is going on. Like, this is problematic. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I guess that's I guess you put it well. I think I put my take out there. So
it is what it is.